Was the cup? Welcome to the sanctuary above the city. You are standing at the foot of Pratumang Hill. Behind you lies the vibrant, restless energy of Pataya, a city that never truly sleeps. But ahead of you, rising through the tropical canopy, is a different world entirely. You are about to enter Wat Farfya, the temple of Big Buddha. Take a deep breath. Can you feel the shift in the air? It is cooler here, shaped by the hanging branches of ancient trees. In Thai culture, a temple is not just a building, it is a boundary between the mundane world of human struggle and the scared world of peace. Today we cross that boundary together. Look up before you stands the golden staircase. It is not merely a way to get to the top, it is a test of your resolve. But do not be intimidated. There are roughly 120 steps in Buddhist philosophy. The climb represents the effort required to leave the material world behind and ascend towards enlightenment. As you begin your walk, look at the railings. These are not ordinary handrails. They are the bodies of massive golden serpents. These are the Nagas. In Thai mythology, the Naga is a semi divine being, a guardian of the earth and the waters. Their scales, emerald green and gold, glittering in the dappled sunlight, follow the body of the serpent all the way down to the bottom of the stairs, where their seven heads rear up, mouths open, fierce and protective. Why are they here? Legend says that when the Buddha sat in the deep meditation, a violent storm broke out. The rain lashed down and the waters rose. A mighty Naga king, seeing the Buddha in danger, coiled his body beneath the Buddha to lift him above the flood and spread his seven heads like a hood to shield him from the rain. So, as you walk up the stairs, you are walking between the protectors. You are safe here. Let's begin the climb. Take your time. Step by step, left, right, as you rise, the sounds of the city fade further away. The air gets still. You might see a stray dog sleeping lazily on steps. Don't worry, the temple dogs are usually gentle spirit guardians in their own right. You are halfway up. Pause for a moment, turn around and look back. You can see the tops of trees and perhaps a glimpse of the road below. You are physically elevating yourself above the noise. In Buddhism, this is symbolic of metta, rising above anger, rising above greed. Continue upward, the golden tail of the Naga guides you. The stairs are not steps, they are designed for a meditative rhythm. You are almost there and you reach the final step. The sky opens up, the canopy clears, you have arrived. Welcome to the summit. Before you look at the giant statue that dominates the skyline, I want you to look around the perimeter of this courtyard. Do you hear that? The sounds of bells lining the edges of temple grounds is long row of brass bells. Show some are small and high pitched, others are large, heavy and deep. You will see people taking a wooden stick and walking down the line, striking each one gently, gong, gong, gong. This is not just music, this is ritual in Thailand. We believe that the sound of temple bell purifies the air. It chases away negative spirits and announces your arrival to heavens. Walk over to the bells if you wish. You may pick up the stick, strike on gently, feel the vibrant travel through the wood and into your hand. Now move towards the center. You will likely smell a sweet, smoky fragrance. This is a jasmine and sandalwood incense. You will see a small pavilion where locals are kneeling. They hold lotus flowers, incense sticks, and small squares of gold leaf. Watch them for a moment. They light the incense and bow three times. Why there? One for the Buddha, the teacher, one for the Dharma, the teaching, one for the Sangha, the community of monks. This act is called making merit or thambun. It is the accumulation of good deeds that determines the quality of your next life. But it is also for this life to soften the heart and let go of ego. You might see a small statue covered in flaky yellow gold. These are the gold leaves pressed onto the statue by which visitors notice where the gold is thickest. If a believer has a headache, they press gold onto the Buddha's head. If they have a heart stretch, they press it onto the chest. It is a physical act of healing, a way to transfer their pain into the hands of the compassion. Take a moment to soak into the atmosphere here. It is not silent, but it is peaceful. The chatter of tourists, the ringing of bells, the wind, it all blends into a harmony. You are now part of the temple's daily life. Now, before we approach the giant Buddha, look along the sides of the courtyard. You will see a row of smaller golden statues standing or reclining in different poses. These are not random. The Thai culture, your lucky day, is determined by the day of the week you were born. Each day has a specific Buddha posture associated with it. Do you know which day of the week you were born? If not, take a guess. Perhaps passes this. Are you to check your phone calendar for your birth year? Let's walk through them. I want to find your Buddha. Look for this Buddha standing upright, hands crossed over his waist, right hand over left. This is the Pang Swai posture. It represents the Buddha standing and gazing the Bodhi tree for 7 days without blinking, out of gratitude for the shelter it gave him during his enlightenment. If you are a Sunday born, you are deep, grateful, and wise. Turn now to the center of the hill. Raise your eyes. Towering 8 meters into the sky is Long Poya, the big Buddha. This statue was built in the 1940s when Pataya was nothing more than a tiny fishing village. Before the neon lights, before the hotels, before the jet skies, he was here. He was watched the city grow from a quiet coastline into a global metropolis. The statue is covered in golden mosaic tiles. If the sun is out, you might have to squint. The brilliance represents the light of truth that shines in all directions. Look at his posture. He is seated in Mara Vajaya pose. Look closely at his hands. His left hand rests in his lap, palm up. His right hand rests. Currently standing on the top of Ko Par Tamang, the hill that separates the two worlds of Pattaya, the endless party of the main beach to the north, and the quieter family friendly Jamaica beach to the south. But right now you are above it all. This specific spot is known simply the viewpoint. It sounds like a humble name, doesn't it? But as you walk towards the edge of the terrace, you will realize it is much more than that. This is the balcony of city. This is the lens through which the showers of Pattaya finally make sense. As you step out of your vehicle and walk toward the paved area, take a moment to notice the atmosphere. Depending on the time of day, it changes completely. In the morning, this hill is the domain of joggers and cyclists. The air crisp and smelling of dew. At midday, it is bustling with tour bases and the click of camera shutters. At sunset, it became a romantic theater where hundreds gathered to watch the sky turn people purple. Walk slowly towards the railing. Don't look at the view, just here. Keep your eyes down for a moment. Look at the pomegranate, look at the flowers planted along the path, usually bright yellow marigolds or deep pink bougainvillea. These colors are the signature of the tropics. Now take a deep breath. Can you smell it? That is the salt air rising from the Gulf of Thailand, mixing with the scent of roasted coffee from the nearby stalls and the incense from the hilltop shrine. Okay, you are ready. Step up to the edge, grip the railing now, look up. There it is, the crescent moon of Pattaya Bay. Let your eyes adjust to the brightness. The blue can be overwhelming. Let's read this view together, like a page in a book from left to right. Start on the far left. Do you see the cluster of skyscrapers rising like a glass needles? That is North Pattaya and Wang Amar. It is the quieter, more upscale end of the city. From this distance, the buildings look silent, majestic. They catch the sunlight and throw it back at the sea. Now, let your eyes sweep inward following the curve of the sand. You see the density increasing. The buildings get shorter but more packed together. This is central Pattaya. That's long strip of sand you see. That is the result of a massive engineering project to restore the beach wedding to welcome to the millions of who walk there. Look closely at the water near the shore. Do you see the paragliders? They look like tiny, colorful carpet floating in the wind, attached to speedboats. They are pulled into the sky, giving those brave riders a view almost as good as the one you have right now. Continue scanning right. The curve of the bear tightens. You are now looking at South Pattaya and the infamous walking street area. From up here, you cannot hear the music or see the neon lights. It's look peaceful. It's a reminder that even though the widest place have a quiet side of if you are get enough distance. And finally look down directly below you. This is Bali Hairpit. It looks like a busy ant colony, doesn't it? Look at the long jetty stretching out into the water. Watch the boats. You will see ferries, slow double deckers, boats changing lanes. You will see sleek white speedboats, leaving white squares of foam on the blue water as they race toward the islands. Thai Pier is the heartbeat of the city tourism. Every morning, thousands of people board those boats to escape the mainland, and every evening they return. Watching them is hypnotic. It's living, breathing mission of movement. Now I want you to shift your perspective slightly depending on exactly where you are standing on the terrace. You might be able to see, or you are certainly standing right now on top of the city's most famous landmark, the Pataya city site. Huge or an unmissable. These gained letters are carved into the side of the hill you are standing on. It is Pattaya's answer to the Hollywood sign in Los Angeles. Why is it here? It is a stamp of identity. For decades, Pattaya was just a collection of beaches. But as it grew into a city with its own mayor, its own administration, and its own global reputation, it needed a symbol. If you are here at night, you know that these letters don't just sit there, they glow, they change colors. Sometimes they are rainbow colored for festivals, sometimes they are a somber royal yellow or blue to honor the monarchy. Think about the millions of photographs that have been taken with these letters in the background. In the age of Instagram, this sign has been beamed to every corner of the planet. By standing here, you are standing inside one of the most photographed frames on Southern Asia. Pattaya is a city of thousand faces. It can be wild, it can be holy, it can be loud, and it can be quiet. You are standing at one place where all those faces meet. Thank you for climbing the hill with me today. When you are ready, the road down the hill take you back to Bali Happy, and from there, well, the city is yours to explore. Enjoy the view, and as the local says, Chuk the good luck. Sawadika. Please